This video is called Why Superpowers Would Suck in Real Life by Whatever Really.
To some people, invisibility would be a dream superpower. They fantasize about all the things they could do.
I think the best superpowers to ever have in real life would be invisibility and to stop time. Yeah, I think those two specifically would be the greatest superpower.
Without being noticed. Not exactly heroic things, but when you look closer, it's not as cool as it sounds.
Oh, okay.
Here's the problem. For you to see, light has to hit the back of your eyes.
Okay.
But if you're invisible, light would just pass through you, leaving you blind. And if somehow your eyes could catch light, they would still be visible, making you a pair of floating eyeballs.
That's kind of cool,
Just
though.
creepy. To go fully invisible, you need to be completely naked. Not that some of you would mind that, but you wouldn't be able to carry anything either, and since no one can see you, they would crash into you all the time. You better not use perfume or even make noise breathing. People would...
I'm being real, bro. The only reason to have invisibility is because you want to jerk off to people and they don't know about it. Like, that's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you can do. There's no other good thing that you can do with invisibility. It is literally just you're weird if you want this power. That's it.
Still know you are there. Plus, if you're thinking that you could rob a bank, a thermal camera would still spot your heat radiation.
Yeah, it's useless.
Making it nearly impossible to sneak in undetected.
It's useless.
Intangibility. Picture this.
Yeah, intangibility is really cool until you get fucking stuck and you kill yourself.
Just unlocked intangibility. You're super excited, so you decide to phase your hand through a wall. But the moment you activate your powers, you drop straight through the floor, sinking into the earth. You either deactivate your powers and become fused into rock, suffocating to death, or continue sinking until you reach the molten center of the earth due to gravity, unable to do anything, waiting until you decide to die.
Yep. You're just fucking dead.
A moderate super speed of about 190 miles per hour.
I feel like if you get super speed, then you're just going to trip and die. Right? You just trip and die and you're dead. And that's it. Or your skeletal structure evaporates.
Like dashes, wouldn't be so bad. The problems would be minimal. But if we're talking about speed similar to the Flash, without Speed Force, then it would be a disaster waiting to happen. You would have to generate an enormous amount of force, far greater than what the human body can handle, and it would cause your legs to simply rip off your body.
Yep.
Here's another thing. Air isn't empty. It's filled with elements like oxygen and nitrogen, plus tons of tiny dust particles. As you move through air, you're rubbing against these particles, generating friction that produces heat.
Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. The budget has been blown. Okay? It does look kind of lit.
Moving at super speed would generate enough heat to burn your entire body.
Wow.
Let's say you don't burn. You still need to see where you're going. Human perception isn't adapted to handle high speeds, so moving at super speed would make everything blurry. The speed at which you think would need to match your physical speed. Otherwise, you would just crash into things.
Yep.
Possibly doing what A-Train did, just running through people.
Oh, bro, that scene with A-Train was so fucking sick. Y'all remember when fucking The Boys was actually a good show, and then it just became like gay Jewish shit?
And in the case that your perception does keep up, the world around you would seem so slow.
Like, there was a scene, there was a whole episode where it was like a dog sexual fantasy of like fucking Homelander. And the scene where Homelander starts saying, I'll do anything, I'll suck your dick, do you want me to eat your shit? I'll fucking eat your shit. What the fuck were they doing?
That you'd basically be stuck in time. Having super speed would also mean burning millions of calories every day, so you'd go broke, buying all the food needed to keep your metabolism satisfied.
Rough.
Teleportation.
Oh yeah!
As you might know, the Earth is...
You teleport wrong, you're dead.
...in constant motion through space, moving at around 67,000 miles per hour. It rotates, orbits the sun, and the solar system orbits around the center of the galaxy. If you wanted to teleport, you would need to calculate the exact position of the Earth through space, or else you would teleport into space, dying instantly. Immortality.
Yeah, or like you teleport into a wall and then you're just dead. Or you teleport into a volcano or you're dead. You teleport into traffic, you're dead. You don't want that. You don't want that because the majority of these powers require insane circumstances or insane abilities. Like, these powers alone are awful. You need like a combination of a multitude of things in order to be able to sustain this type of lifestyle.
If you were given the choice between dying in 1 year or becoming immortal, what would you choose? The choice seems obvious, doesn't it? You're thinking that being immortal would be much better than dying in a year, right?
I just feel like if I was immortal, it would actually just be a curse, and I would be horrifically depressed, and I would literally be trying to kill myself every single day like Kaido from One Piece. Like, I remember just losing my puppy, Burger, or sorry, my cat, Burger, after, like, knowing him for, like, 3 weeks, was, like, enough to feel like my heart had been ripped out of my chest and torn into 1,000 little pieces of paper. Where, like, I don't know how I'm going to handle, like, a loved one passing away. You know, or, like, one of my cats that I've known, like, when Eggy passes away, I've known this cat for 5 years. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with myself. But just knowing that every person I ever meet, I just shouldn't even talk to, because eventually I will outlive all of them and they will die. And then eventually their lives will seem like flies' lives to me, because then my concept of time is so fucked because I live forever. It just seems like something that would be horrible. Absolutely horrible.
But if you're immortal, you would have to watch everyone you love die over and over again until you don't have any emotional feelings anymore. You would live to see the human race die out. You would see the world end. And ultimately, you would be drifting in space all alone for eternity.
Yeah.
Time stop. Oh, time stop.
Shout out to Cars.
The superpower desired by many. Time stop would be a dream come true for some individuals for obvious reasons. But in reality, it would be a nightmare.
Why?
The moment you stop time, the molecules of air around you would stop as well, making it impossible to breathe. It also means photons would stop, rendering you unable to see. So you stop time and become unable to breathe or see until you either resume time or just die.
Really?
Great power, huh? Super strength. Super strength
Really?
sounds...
As well as, I also want to remind you that if you were to stop time and fuck somebody, everything that you did to them would happen all at the same time when you were done, and you would most likely immediately kill anybody that you had sex with, because the speed of what you did to their hole would go so fast that all happened at one instance, and they would probably just immediately explode right after. So yeah, it wouldn't really be that good of a power, because then the blood splatter would get all over everything. But yeah, hentai plot, I know, man. Yep.
Awesome, right? In real life, though, it's a mess. Everything's designed for regular people, meaning that if you were super strong, you'd be breaking doorknobs, keyboards, and glasses left and right. Imagine going to hug your mom and breaking her spine because you don't know how to control your strength yet. Having super strength doesn't mean you're indestructible either. If you punch a wall, for example, because of Newton's third law, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The force that you applied to the wall would be applied back to you with the same intensity, knocking you back and breaking your hand.
But you could, like, punch a motherfucker in the belly and he'd explode. You would be like Deku before he actually became anything that was worthwhile.